What's up? Welcome to the show. Trying to get situated here because the wind and the current's doing some funky things. But we're fishing these green lights out here. I got my anchor out, and I was trying to use my push pole to hold the front of my boat or kayak or whatever. It's got a motor, but I forgot my phone mount. As soon as the lure hits the water, man, they're nailing it. A professional overrun. Little professional overrun. Y'all hang with me for a second. I'm just getting started. Just pulled up out here. I don't know if y'all can see them hitting out there, but we launched at a Waterman's restaurant. There's been a lot of small speckled trout, but I was looking for some sand trout. Some people call them white trout, but that's what I was looking for to make some fish tacos. But we're throwing the voodoo shrimp. It's a little bit smaller of the voodoo shrimp. There's one. It's just been a lot of small speckled trout. A lot of small speckled trout. The wind is starting to slow down a little bit, so here in a little bit we're gonna maybe go over towards the state park, Galveston Island State Park, or we might keep going forward here into Eckert Bayou. Look for some flounder and stuff. Appreciate y'all joining in. But they're on a shrimp diet. There's one. You can see the shrimp coming up out of the water. It's a nice little sandy. We'll put them in the bag. The fish bag. You have to have a fish bag when you catch a sand trout or speckled trout. They gotta go immediately on ice. There's another one. As soon as it hits the water, they're hitting it. That feels like a speckled trout there. Yeah. Y'all hear them croaking? Yeah, I forgot my phone mount. I was gonna bring I left my GoPro mount at the house too, because it was so windy. But I was able to duck behind these houses over here and get out of it. There's one. Every cast. That's another sand trout. Decent size. Make a taco out of him. Or her. Fish tacos. Dang it. Yeah, I've been having to come out at night and fish the lights. It's been so hot. I'm in the heat all week at work, and so we'll try to. The wind calms down here in a little bit, and the sun comes up. We'll probably go live again. I just limited to my battery capacity on my phone, so. Oh, dang, that was a nice hit. There's one. Ah, it jumped off. Had it in her mouth and the kids walked in. Can you believe it, y'all? Had it in her mouth and the kids, look, as soon as it hit the water, they're hitting it. I'm telling y'all need to get y'all some voodoo shrimp. Another little speckled trout. Little male, y'all can hear him grunting. Appreciate the people that stay in. I know I ain't breaking no records on the fish that I'm catching, but last weekend I came out here. I hung into either it was a small speckled trout or a smaller sand trout. Well, anyway, when that had happened, I was kind of messing with my phone, doing something, and I was reeling it in kind of slow. Looking down, not paying attention, and a huge, like 30-inch trout came up and ate the fish that was on my line, and I seen it come up and hit it in the light. So I waited a second, I set the hook, I ended up catching a big trout. But as soon as I was trying to get a quick picture and a measurement, she flopped out of the boat. And that was it. So it's just a fish story. You had to have been there. Boys catching all kinds of air. You're gonna pull me into the dock. It's a bunch of male trout, speckled trout. I fell for the voodoo shrimp. That's what we're using. Trying to get the light on it. It's the natural color. It's the 3.25 inch. It's the one without the rattle in it. The one with the rattle is a 3.5 inch. As soon as it hits the water, they're nailing it. Every single cast. This feels like a sand trout, the way it's fighting. No? A little speckler. They're gorging on glass minnows and shrimp because they're throwing up in my kayak. My little mini skiff here that I have, if y'all are familiar with it. Does have an electric motor on it. The range is pretty decent. I've gone quite a ways, and I think the most battery I've ever used fishing in a 10 to 12 hour day, which a lot of the times I'm on the trolling motor quite a bit. There's one. At a 100 amp hour battery lasts me all day. Another sandy. White trout, sand trout. fish taco trout. Put them on the ice. Straight on the ice. It makes them easier to clean. Their meat's kind of soft, so I almost like to have them as cold as I can get them before I fillet them. I casted that one a little close to the pier. I'm kind of up against the pier a little bit. I'm making it hard for me to cast. There was a lot more action out here a little bit ago when I first got here, but there was some kids fishing on the pier next to this one with some lights on, so I just stayed back. Caught a couple, there's one. Ooh, that one feels nice. It's a jumper. Yeah, I wish my push pole would reach so I'd have another anchor so I could stay locked down in position. I am in Galveston, Texas. This is West Bay in Galveston, Texas, right by the Galveston Island State Park. I launched out of Waterman's because I have a motorized kayak, aka the Flatilac. I like launching out there because it's easy to get since I have a motor and everything, it's the way that their dock is set up, it's real easy for me to get my stuff in and out pretty quick without blocking the boat ramp too much. Man, I don't know why it keeps pushing me up against this pier, bro. My little push pole just ain't long enough to reach it because I'm right on the edge of a shelf right here. Or the edge of the channel that runs down the end of these piers. Dang, as soon as it hit the water. Little bitty speckled trout, my goodness. Did that thing just hatch or what? Man. This is annoying. Keep going up underneath the front of this pier. I don't know what's going on. The wind kind of swirls around on these houses out here, so it's a little bit all over the place. What's up? Welcome to the show. We out of West Bay, Galveston, Texas. We're over here by the state park. There's one. Dang it. There's a lot of alligator gar out here too. Really trying not to hook up with one of those. Even though I have landed them on my light trout rod, it's just a pain in the butt. Pain in the keister hole there, boy. What's up? Welcome to the show. Appreciate y'all stopping by on this early Saturday morning. I got up at midnight to be in the water. It's another Sandy, but I'm gonna let him make it. He needs another year or two. I don't know how fast they grow, but that was a fish stick, not a fish taco. Something huge just hit the water back behind me. I don't know why this keeps pushing me over here, but this shit's pissing me off a little bit. I forgot my phone mount to mount my camera on it. Or my phone, actually. Starting to slow down a little bit. I can't cast where I want to because there's a light up behind me. There's already a lure on it. It looks like a topwater. Somebody was probably throwing it from their boat up in here and hung it up on these people's lights. It's been a lot of small speckled trout, but the sand trout, aka white trout, are showing up with them. So got one on. Decent little sand trout. No limit on those. No size limit, no bag limit. I don't overdo it. I keep enough to make fish tacos for the family, and then I'll stop fishing for them. I'll wait for the sun to come up and I'll target reds and flounder. There's one. Man, that's a huge sand trout. Jesus Christ. Oh no, where you going, bro? You're going in the bag. Fish tacos. That sand trout is bigger than all the trout that I've caught today. This morning. They're sitting a little bit deeper. But it's hard. It's hard for your lure to get too deep because the speckled trout they're hitting it so fast. As soon as it hits the water, it's hard to let it sink down a little bit. See, as soon as it hit the water, they're already hitting it. There's one. Ah, he came off. Yeah, we're throwing the voodoo shrimp in the natural color. It's got like a bluish hue to it. The 3 1/4 inch. The 3.5 inch has a rattle in it. We're hooked up now. Another sandy. Yeah, they're sitting a little bit deeper. That's where they're at. Oh, come on, wind. Bro. Live TV, y'all. Unedited. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'll show y'all again what I'm using. The shrimp. Try to get the light on it. Yeah. See, now I'm way away from the pier. Jesus. We'll see if we can get one more on camera real quick, and then I'm going to cut this live, and I'll come back later. Yeah, just hit the notification if y'all want to see it. I'm gonna go target some bigger trout and some flounder and redfish. I'll just try to get my fish taco fix here. Comes in waves. They'll come through here, pop, 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 and then they'll slow down. I gotta give my arm a little bit of a break. Last weekend the kayak tried to fall out of the back of the truck, and I grabbed it real quick and re-aggravated old injury where I had torn my the tendon that goes to my bicep from the inside of my elbow. There's another little one. Don't go under my seat. Went under my seat. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. That wasn't too bad. We just had that tropical storm too. The water looks really good. Really surprised. Because we had a real strong north wind for a few days. So, alright, well, since there ain't nobody on here, we're going to jump off.